Hi guys, I finally finished my ofrenda. I've been working on this for a couple of hours. Of course, I went around the downtown to make sure everybody did their ofrenda, and I didn't get to do mine until late in the day. But I finally finished it. Now I have to go next door and make mine for Pani Vino, so they'll be ready for you guys for this weekend. But this altar is honoring my husband's mom and dad, Estelita and Don Nacho. They passed away a few years ago, and they were really wonderful people, and we miss them terribly. We also have to my grandpa. And this picture of him is with my son Christian. He used to play piano with both of my kids when they were really little. And now both of my children are musicians, so I think they got that from my grandparents because I'm not too musical myself. And then gonna scan back over to my grandma. My grandma was just a really wonderful, sweet, blessed person, and I was so lucky to have her. We didn't have the best childhood. And having my grandparents was really a blessing because all four of my grandparents have been wonderful people in my life. But so it has all the traditional things on the altar. These are the flowers, cempasúchil, which is the yellow flower, and it's very fragrant and it calls the spirits back to visit. You have music, so you always have guitars so they can sing calaveras, which are poems and songs about Day of the Dead. Money, because when people come back they might have some unpaid debts, so you want to leave a little money on the altar. We want to leave some toys, candy, things for the little kids, because of course unfortunately children do pass away as well. One of the interesting things about Day of the Dead is when the Spaniards came to Mexico, they mixed the cultures. So you had the Indian culture, which is represented by the skulls and different Indian deities, and then came the Christians and Catholics. So they brought holy water and rosaries and angels and the Virgin of Guadalupe. So what they did was really mix the two different cultures together. So they honor their past and they also honor what they believe now. So that's why you'll see a mix of both the Indian and Christian cultures on a lot of the altars. What else? There's a sugar skull. Where's that at? There it is. Sugar skull, like we're making it home. Then you have a little tiny calaca figure. You know, you usually buy a calaca figure that is representing the person that passed on. So this is a little chef. And then finally, papel picado. Papel picado was a way that they could bring art to the masses because art was expensive. Most of the people in the days when they started making this couldn't afford art. So they would take the bark from the tree and then just make a little artwork, and then over time it evolved to be paper, and then they would cut the paper and make multiple copies, and then people could have this artwork for pennies, and then they could enjoy something that was usually just for the aristocracy. And finally, Katrina. Katrina is the iconic figure of Day of the Dead. She's here all the time at Casatina's. But this is really, when you see this symbol, it's a way of showing that no matter how rich you are, how many beautiful clothes and jewels and hats, and we all are equal in death. We all go on to an afterworld, and we can't take our riches with us. So hopefully we just have a little bit more patience and tolerance for all people, all walks of life, all classes while we're here. So I hope you guys have a chance to come out and join us. We'd love to see you. Don't forget, tomorrow's the skeletons descend upon the park, and then Saturday is our all-day festival, and we're looking for you guys to come dressed up. You can paint your face kind of like this guy. Do a little face paint, and then you can march in the parade with you. We'll hand you a cross or a candle or something to carry, and just come out and march with us. It's going to be a beautiful, beautiful night, and we'd love to have you. Thanks, guys.